Okay, we're back for part two, ladies and gentlemen. We apologise about the technical issues. Hangouts decided to question me, and the stream ended automatically. So, massive apologies about that. But thank you all for joining in the last stream. It was massively appreciated. We had a very good turnout in that one as well. Just a shame we've had to do part two. But as you can see, part two this time, we haven't got Luke and Matty. They've had to go outside. We still have Kieran and we still have Jude. As we were talking about, did you both get to do the predicted lineup?
I was just finishing mine, so right. I don't think so.
Carry on then.
And right, so where was I? I'll do it all again. So De Gea in goal, Young by Lindelof and Shaw. I think in that midfield three, I think, or well, it depends what formation you go with, but I think surprisingly enough, I don't know why, but I think Fred's gonna get a game. I mean, I don't think he's been very good. I just think he's gonna get a game alongside Matic, and Pogba playing. Well, yeah, Matic, Pogba, Fred, and I think the front three is interesting, but I think it could be Sanchez, Rashford, and Lukaku potentially with the injuries you've got with. I mean, I don't think it'll be a. I don't know. Like Solskjaer does see Rashford as more of a striker.
Yeah,
and I think Lukaku was used on the wing a couple of games ago when he came on or something, but no, I don't. With the injuries you've got, I don't know if could be Mata actually. That might be a shout. It could be Mata, Sanchez, and Rashford. That could be the front three. But I'm not a United fan. I'm not obviously familiar with completely with how they would be likely to line up, but yeah, that's going to be my prediction. Right. First of all, I'm just reading the chat. Someone's already put, "Hey Jude." That's why Jude is like the most annoying name.
Isn't that a song?
Yes.
Yeah. Beatles.
Yeah.
Yeah, thoughts. Yeah.
Oh, it just when I say, "Oh, my name's Jude," and then they just burst out into Paul McCartney all of a sudden.
Fair enough.
But, yeah.
I think looking at the squad you've predicted, looking at Lukaku, Rashford, Sanchez as one of the options, that would preferably for me would probably be. This would be a weird formation, but a 5-3-2. That would have been probably the better formation, but you have Small as one of the other centre backs. Then you got the two up front. You don't have to play Sanchez either. But I think, 4-3-3. From what you've said, it's pretty much exactly the same as mine, apart from Bailey. I would probably rest Bailey for the Liverpool game. Kieran, did you get through yours?
No, but I can do it now. So, for me, in goal, I'd go. Right, before, just a bit of disclaimer. This is my predicted 11. So, this is not the 11 that I would 100% want to see. This is what I'm kind of predicting will happen. So, I think Sergio Romero will start in goal. I think there is probably something in his contract that he has to start all cup games and stuff, and De Gea gets to start Champions League and Premier League. So I feel like Romero's probably going to start. I agree that Luke Shaw. I think we'll see. I think we might see Lindelof and Smalling as the two centre backs, with Ashley Young at right back. Three in midfield. I think we're going to see Herrera. I think we are going to see Paul Pogba, and I think we're going to see Nemanja Matic. I don't think he's going to change that. And then as a front three, I think we're going to see Rashford up front. I think we might see Sanchez on the left. And I'm thinking about potential, because against Arsenal, Solskjaer started Romelu Lukaku. So I think he might try a similar thing against Chelsea. So I'm going to put Lukaku on that right hand side, but I'm not sure whether he will play on the right hand side or whether Sanchez and Lukaku will just swap wings throughout the game. So yeah, that's kind of my predicted starting 11 anyway. But not the one that I 100% would want.
Well, yeah, definitely agree with you there. Oops. Definitely agree with you there. Romero felt had a good game against Arsenal, made one superb save. However, I know he might be playing in the cup games. I just don't think he's capable enough of playing in goal against the immense pressure that Chelsea provide.
I don't know. I mean, from a neutral's perspective, I feel like he's a really underrated keeper because whenever I see him, he genuinely impresses me in the cup games. Like, De Gea obviously is De Gea, but Romero holds his own in them cup games. But, we obviously, because he's just playing in those games in the FA Cup and the League Cup or whatever, we haven't actually seen too much of him. But what I have seen of him, I've been impressed by.
Fair point, fair point. There we go. Fair point. Yep. Right. What else was there we were going to talk about? Yeah, Gonzalo Higuain. And I said this earlier on, in the first part, should I say, that he started to click on at Chelsea and he's starting to score goals, like 3-4 at the minute. And, I think, he is a good talent. He didn't show it at Milan. But, he scored about, I'd say, 4 or 5 goals already. And he's only, 3 or 4 games in. So, he scored a couple of goals already. And do you think he'll score against us? That's what I wanna know. So, Kieran, if you want to go first, mate.
Well, these sort of things, stars, to be honest with you. I think that Higuain is obviously a new signing to Chelsea. He has scored 2 goals against Huddersfield, but he has kind of struggled to. He hasn't hit the ground running, I wouldn't say. I think he's definitely a really good striker. There's no doubt about it, and he's someone that's going to cause our defense a lot of problems, especially from aerial duels, because our defending from set pieces and crosses hasn't been good this season. So he's definitely going to be a worry, and he's just a wily old fox. He knows how to play the striker. He knows how to be the number 9, and he's been playing at a very, very high level for a lot of his career. So, he is going to cause us problems. There's no doubt about it. So I would not be surprised if he did bag against us on Monday. I would not be surprised whatsoever. Very similar to how Morata scored a header against us last season. I think Higuain could do it again. But we just have to make sure we're very kind of solid with our defending, very consistent, and just mark him tightly and make sure we don't give him any freebies. And if we do that, then I'm sure there won't be that many problems. But I think Higuain, there's a reason why Chelsea wanted him. He's a quality player, and we have to really look out for him.
Yeah, that's true. Very true indeed. I think you look at him, and he's a very good individual talent up front. And you look at the front three that they're probably going to play if they do. Willian, Hazard, and him as the striker. So he's got a lot of attacking flow going down the left and right wings. And then, of course, putting the ball to the penalty area and he just knocks one in, which, it was the same with Morata last season. So, yeah, as I say, they're going to go in and they have a lot of attacking threat. And I do think we have to be solid defensively. This is a game where our defence, especially, need to be marking the players down tightly, not getting exposed many times like Ashley Young gets exposed a lot of times, to be honest with you. We can't afford them to exploit the space. And, this is where determination, strive, and character comes in. We have to show our character in this game. Because, okay, everyone says the FA Cup's not as important as the league, but at the same time, I'd like to win the FA Cup if we could. So I think, it's going to be a lot of, probably there might be a bit of squad rotation, but it's going to be a bit of a feisty affair. Just some comments quickly before we get to Jude. Leo Wardle, thanks for joining the stream. Football Form of Faith, thanks for joining the stream as well. Glenn Matthews, thanks very much for rejoining the stream. And Alfie Davies, thanks for joining the stream. Glenn Matthews says, Saudi takeover, please don't take my Scotia away. Poch has been at Spurs for 5 years and won none. Glenn Matthews also says, Ben Salomon wants to buy us, and Ollie should stay at the wheel. Yep, fair enough. Nice. Alfie Davies has also joined. I'd already mentioned that. Thanks for joining anyway, guys. Please don't like them pretty done, so apologies about the second part, but we won't be live for that long. Jude, what are your thoughts?
Well, first of all, just to address the comments, I mean, I agree that Ollie should stay at the wheel, but I swear Glenn Matthews literally said in the last stream that you should get Poch because Ollie was poor against PSG. And now he said Ollie should stay at the wheel, and Poch has been at Spurs 5 years and won nothing, which is true. But yeah, and he's now put he in the chat. But what was the question, Daz?
We were talking about Gonzalo Higuain.
Yeah. I think against Manchester United. I actually don't think if he plays, he will do well because he's the most opposite of a big game player there is. Whenever he's famous for it. Argentina, he's failed to live up to the big stage World Cup final. Said it all. I mean, he is really not. He's the type of player to get 2 or 3 goals against your Huddersfields and teams like that. Not the type of player who's really going to influence a game against Manchester United. But I mean, he could prove me wrong, but that's my opinion on him. But yeah, he's not the fastest. So he's a big lad, but he's not the strongest. If we're being honest. But yeah, he's got the talent and the quality to score a couple, but will he rise up to the big occasion? I'm not so sure.
Yeah, very interesting point. Yes. I mean, he does live up to some of the big occasions. I mean, he scored against Juventus before, I think. I know he scored against Napoli. I can't remember if he scored against Juventus or Milan or whatever, but he does pop up against some of his former teams. Never played for United, but I think he has a good link. There's a link between him and Richo Sarri, which is why Sarri signed him in the first place, because he knows he's a player that he can depend on, unlike Morata, who's gone for 45 million to Atletico Madrid. Glenn Matthews put he. Are you sure he and not her? But never mind. Western Drowers says it looks like I'm seeing Kieran. Yeah, you are indeed. 3-1 United.
Ooh.
And higher one, yes. But yeah, I mean, interesting points there. We're going to wrap up soon. It's been I'd say one of the longest Google streams I've done so far. Is there any final thoughts that either of you want to say?
Well, I mean, from my point of view, it'd be great for a win. It'd be great for us to go through. Because if we go through, looking at the teams that are left, it'd just be us and Man City left in it, really. And I think they would be the favourites, but we'd be close behind them. So if we did win, it'd be a massive opportunity for us to get to the final. And that would be a brilliant thing in a season which has been up and down for us. So for us to get to a final this season would just be, fantastic. But it's going to be difficult to beat Chelsea. We've had a really bad record at Stamford Bridge, but let's hope we overturn that. Or at least just put in a good performance that we can be proud of, because we haven't done that for a while at Stamford Bridge. So let's hope we get the win, and let's hope we can not draw Man City in the next round if we do go through.
Yeah, definitely. If we win this game also, guys, it'd be the first win at Stamford Bridge since 2012. And I'm not doing the I taking another call? No, this is the Google Hangouts collab stream. By the way, I'm not doing the predictions this week, so I won't be able to. I won't have time to close them because I'll be going out with stuff, doing rehearsals and stuff this week. Busy week. But yeah, I agree. I mean, it's going to be tough. We have to go for it. We have to do what we need to do, and hopefully we can get something out of this. Jude, any final thoughts?
Well, no final thoughts. Really for me. Just thank you for having me on. It's been a pleasure, and yeah. No real actual. Thoughts that come to my mind at the moment. But yeah, thank you for having me on, Daz.
Yeah, no problem. And thank you all very much for watching the stream. It's been an absolute pleasure. Kieran, thanks for coming on, mate. It's been an absolute pleasure as usual.
Yeah, cheers, Daryl. Thanks as always, mate. Really appreciate it.
And a big thank you to Luke and Matthew Jones, who sadly couldn't be with us for part 2. They've had to go out and do something. Obviously, they're 6 hours behind. So they've obviously got busy lives as us. But a big thank you to everyone who has...
Where are they living at the moment?
Florida.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. All right, nice.
Yeah. And that's good for tonight's stream. It's good night from me. It's good night from Nees. Have a great day. Thanks for joining, and we'll see you later.
See ya.